What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney, and boy, oh boy, the walls are starting to come crumbling down for Saitama. More and more ex-prominent Saitama influencers are starting to come out and expose this team for what they really are. They are starting to get exposed. Now, here's the thing. I was talking about some of this stuff months ago, but I was labeled as a paid fudder. No one's going to believe me except the degenerates, the people that watch this channel. They labeled me as a paid fudder. Apparently, some person was paying me money to FUD Saitama. No, that's not what happened. What happened was I objectively took a step back and started looking at Saitama for what it really was. And to me, it's a huge scam. That's just my opinion. I think it's a huge scam. What makes me believe that? Now, obviously, I knew about the devs selling. I didn't know how much they were selling. Now, shout out to Skywalker. I will put a link to this man's Twitter in the description down below. This man has been doing absolute insane work when it comes to connecting the dots, right? Showing and proving that, in fact, a lot of the dev wallets have been dumping Saitama, and a lot of those dev wallets have interactions with the deployer. So I'm going to put a link to Skywalker's Twitter in the description down below, and it's going to show you not only the connections, right, but it's going to show you all the abuse that he's getting from the Saitama community. Now, I don't really care when it comes to these little dweebs, but people like Feltron, right, who was like arguably one of the biggest Saitama influencers, is now exposing the team, showing that, hey, man, like, for example, Nam Tram, right, one of the Saitama devs, posted his wallet one time, showed how many orders he was buying. People are proving that this guy has been dumping Saitama all along. Do you think it's ethical for a development team to dump their tokens when they haven't been delivering, right? When they've been over-promising, under-delivering. When they've been putting out pumpy news to get small investors to put in their $100 or $50 while these guys dump on those investors in the tunes of hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions over the lifespan of the project. Do you think that's ethical? To me, it's not ethical. Now, shout out to old guy David. Now, he did a Q&A with Russ, and a lot of people thought this AMA was like a positive thing for Saitama. If you paid attention, and I'll put a link to this Q&A in the description down below. If you pay attention, old guy Dave meticulously, in a respectful way, exposed the Saitama dev team. He did. He asked some really tough questions and asked them in a way where Russ was kind of put on the spot, and he was kind of quaking in his boots in this Q&A. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Now, of course, Saitama had that huge pump, the price pump over the last couple days because they're going to be launching a V2 contract, which to me, look at guys, this is going to give a lot of people, geez, this is, don't zoom out. This is going to give a lot of people an opportunity to make some money, right? Had that huge dump, then we pumped off of the V2 news. Now it's kind of been dumping the last week or so in the last 24 hours, right? So we'll see what happens, right? They're going to be launching a V2. They're doing it in a way where they're going to be airdropping all the dust wallets, their tokens, so they can't get exposed for not having 360,000 holders, because they don't, right? They don't. But here's the thing that worries me. When the liquidity unlocks, apparently they have connections with the deployer wallet, but they don't own the keys to the deployer wallet. So whoever has the keys to the deployer wallet can dump that liquidity and run off with it. So, I mean, and you can see it in this Q&A. I mean, go to the 5-minute mark of this Q&A and just listen to what Saitama Guru says about their relationship with this person that has the original, keys for the deployer wallet. Because here's the thing, Saitama, the current team, so they say, they're not the ones who started the project. They just took the project over after it was in existence for like a month or something like that, or a couple months, right? They took over the project a little later down the road. So when it comes to the original liquidity, right, the keys to that, they don't really have it. So hypothetically, if this person said, F you, I want to take this liquidity and leave, they could do that. But they are reassuring us in this Q&A that that's not going to happen. What if that does happen? Who's to say this guy just can't take the liquidity and run off with it? What are they going to do now? You know what they'll do? They'll be like, oh, it's not our fault. That guy did. F that guy, but we're still going to continue on. Even though it could be one of these guys. Now, I think personally that these guys have full control over the project. I think Saitama Guru and the dev team has full control over the project. And I think that they're just saying those things because they're looking for a way, if the liquidity goes missing, they have a scapegoat. That's just my opinion. Now, I'm also going to put a link to Feltron's Twitter in the description down below. Go read this guy's Twitter. He's having a come to Jesus moment when it comes to Saitama, right? And a lot of influencers or a lot of people that were, friends with Feltron or in that ecosystem, right? Or, influencer group are starting to follow suit. Insane. I like to see it because it's showing people, hey, this is another fucking scam project, literally falling in the same footsteps as SafeMoon. So we'll have to see. I mean, at the all-time high, Faltron had $13 million. $13 million. Man, read this post. These clowns at Saitama can't attack the messages, so they're trying to discredit me. I will expose the scammer Saitama Guru wherever you like it. I think he says if you like it or not, right? So look at, here's the thing. Saitama Guru made it seem like he was this big, successful investor. Like he had a bunch of money. He was paying for everything out of pocket. Guys, just go read his girlfriend has a Facebook and she just talks too much on Facebook. Their friends and family are like shocked that they're making money now. They're shocked. They're like, where'd you get all this money? Russ had a bankruptcy issue a couple years ago. So you're telling me that same guy, his family is shocked that they're millionaires. He's buying Lambos and all these houses and these properties, right? Or this. He bought a bunch of land to build a house. His wife or his girlfriend is getting this tricked out, fully loaded SUV. And they're sharing that stuff with their friends and family. And their friends and family are surprised. We got Max wearing a McLaren hat on one of the Saitama AMAs. These guys are getting rich off the backs of investors. And you know what? They're going to keep doing it. Why? Because they have a bunch of mindless drones that are going to keep buying into this project no matter what happens. Like literally the brainwashing is absolutely insane in this community. Like literally, check this out. This guy, Tim, which is a huge Saitama maxi. This is why everyone is freaking out. Saitama is about to change the crypto space and may become the new power player in the industry behind Bitcoin. This guy doesn't know shit about crypto. All he knows about is shitcoins and Saitama. To even assume that Saitama is going to be anywhere near Bitcoin or any top players in the cryptocurrency space is ridiculous. Saitama hit a $7 billion market cap just on hype. That's it. Hype alone. Nothing else. No fundamentals, just on hype, right? They had the YouTubers in their pockets. Everyone was talking about them. I was talking about them. They told all these lies and they pumped. It's like, dude, these people are just so brainwashed and people follow these guys and they buy into that shit. Guys, look at here. You can call me a paid fighter or what, but I'm just being real. Saitama is looking like a fucking scam. I'm not saying that you can't make money on the V2 because I think you can. I'm just saying as soon as people can make up the money they lost, they're going to. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think of all this stuff going on? I can make a video connecting the wallets. I've already done that, guys. It's kind of played out, but I just want you guys to understand that. Look, this is an elaborate scam, in my opinion. You may think you might not think so, but in my opinion, this is an elaborate scam. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.